The biggest play in that one took place a minute 8 left, 3rd and 5 from the 9. They had a play. Jeff Brom looked, saw the defense, called a timeout. Take me through what transpires in the coach's headset and on the sideline at that moment.
Well, we talked about earlier the low red zone. The low red zone's a 10-yard line in. The whole field gets condensed. Defenses don't have to have any vertical stretch, so it's very hard to call traditional run plays. That's when you see coaches, and I'm saying inordinate amount of time is spent on your red zone calls. Why? It's very hard to run a traditional run call. I thought in that kind of situation, I thought he was going to call timeout to get out of a trick play. But that's where coaches put their trick plays, a double pass, Q draw from spread sets, or some type of reverse. And this is the game winner to David Bell. But I kind of saw this coming because it's very hard in that situation to call the traditional run. The quarterback and the guys upstairs, I'm sure what happened was, let's run the reverse. Let's make sure they're in the right defense. They probably gave him a thumbs up on the sideline, and they went with the play.
This is what Jeff Brom's known for. He's known for trick plays. He always implements some sort of trick play into a game at some point. Not a lot of people thought you'd run a reverse, though, in the 9. But when you talk about what made that play call work, he saw was man-to-man. He knew that the guy who was going to be covering Bell on the reverse was going to have to run all the way across the field to get him. It ended up being a timely play call. And I also think you have to think about this. They needed a field goal, right? So even if they ended up taking a loss, maybe the defense sniffs it out, something happens, they're still in position to kick a field goal to tie to go into overtime. But this ended up being the dagger in the game, getting the touchdown.
But I thought it was a great job. Obviously, it was a great call, but just terrible defense by Nebraska. Every man on defense, and especially on the D-line, is responsible for a gap. Right? And I love what the kid, when they did the post-game highlights, or the post-game interview, he talked about film study. He talked about what they saw, and they knew that they were going to be in man coverage, and they executed that play. That's a testament to Jeff Brom and the kids that made it work.
Yeah, that was a big-time play. But how about the drive? 12-play, 82-yard game-winning drive with a backup quarterback in Aiden O'Connell, who comes in and just played really well. On that drive, he was 6 for 6. He made some plays. Well, here, I think we're going to see an injury. That's injury to Plummer, and then O'Connell comes in. And this is, Brady, we've been in this. It takes a lot of poise and composure down in the fourth quarter to orchestrate a 2-minute drill, dink and dunk, put his team in a position to win, and then we talk about that play at the end. I thought he did a really good job coming off the sideline and then getting the W.
Bryson Hopkins, the tight end, was a huge piece of that drive, as you talked about it. We always talk about our best friends, running backs, Reg. You're our best friend, but tight ends too. Okay, we like our tight ends across the middle. A little security blanket over the middle. He made some big catches on the drive.
The tight ends definitely showed up for Purdue today, and Jack Plummer was one of the benefits of those tight ends showing up. I thought he played good today, 25 of 34. He struggled early with two turnovers, right? But he bounced back, and that's what you want to see out of your quarterback. After you turn the football over, are you going to crumble, or are you going to be able to bounce back and lead this team to victory? And that's exactly what Jack Plummer did. He ended up throwing 2 touchdowns and then ended up putting Purdue in position for O'Connell to come in and take over and end up winning the football game.
Hey, thanks for watching. If you enjoy that clip, make sure you click subscribe somewhere down here. From game highlights to exclusive interviews and rankings, we've got everything you need as a college football fan right here, College Football on Fox.